inside, sitting alone in this empty room. I cry, waiting for an angel to visit in the night. I pray and I pray, but the demons don't subside. I wake up in the morning, see my life through my new eyes. The vision is clear, I'm making all things right. Tighten the screws, cause last night I almost died. I'll see you in the morning, I'll say to you, come on, let's talk, just me and you. Something's going on, there's pain inside. We'll figure it out.
Good morning, everybody! It is Tacky Tuesday! Yes!
Good morning, Vietnam.
Yes, indeed. You know what? Tacos actually sound good for dinner tonight. Tacos do sound good. Taco Tuesday, Tacky Tuesday, it all go together.
Yes, sir.
Tacky Taco Tuesday.
Well, we had fajitas last night, if that counts.
Oh, well, you were early, man. You're supposed to do it today.
I'll have it for lunch today. There's
There you
plenty
go.
leftovers.
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know how this story did not make the news. They love to throw the Trumps under the bus. But this story that I got for you right here is going to shock the hell out of you.
Uh-oh.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a story that's out right now that came out maybe 4 days ago that a former female artist or artist from a female from a female group that Sean Puffy Combs put out back in like the 90s. Danity Kane. Have you heard of Danity Kane?
No.
Okay, I heard of him, but never heard none of the music. All the music is trash. Anyway, a female by the name of Aubrey O'Day, that was a part of Danity Kane, has come out and said that her and Donald Trump Jr. had a sexual relationship. But hold on. That's not that's fine. They had sex. But she's saying that the first time they ever had sex was inside of a gay club.
All righty. That's the biggest bunch of malarkey I've ever heard in my life.
Aubrey O'Day is claiming that her and Donald Trump Jr. had sex inside of a bathroom at a gay club.
All righty.
So
the man could afford to buy a hotel. Why would he be having sex in the bathroom of a gay club?
Exactly.
Makes no sense.
So she's saying that she's surprised that he has so much to say about the gay community when they were hanging out in the gay club.
I call BS.
You know, I find it interesting why all these women have fascination sleep with the Trumps. All of them. They just fantasize about sleeping with Donald Trump and Donald Trump Jr. and I mean, mind it, Donald Trump Jr. is a nice looking guy, but Donald Trump, I mean, okay, fine. Back in the day, Donald Trump was a nice looking man too. Back in the day, but today he's he aged out.
Yeah, he's a little wide in the middle and a little thin on top.
But out of all the men that you want to fantasize about sleeping with, the Trumps, there's so many other men.
And who knows who's out there saying that they are one of the Trumps just to get a piece of booty,
Right. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Aubrey O'Day was also on The Apprentice. Remember when Donald Trump had the show The Apprentice?
Mm-hmm.
He was a member on The Apprentice at the time when The Apprentice came out. So check her out. She's a bimbo. She's a high looking. She looked like a OnlyFans model now, but yeah, that's what she's claiming.
Yeah, the last two women that claimed that they slept with Donald Trump, come to find out that they didn't sleep with Donald Trump. But boy, the liberal media sure was quick to believe it, weren't they?
Oh yeah, of course. They trying to blame the cocaine in the White House with Donald Trump too.
Uh-huh. Then you should have.
Donald Trump Jr. left the cocaine in there from the last.
Yeah, there's no damn way that you would have it would have sat there for the last couple of years and nobody noticed it. There's no
Right.
way.
Right. They would have loved to do that shit on them. They would have loved to.
Man, they do a sweep of that White House constantly because they don't want people leaving stuff behind like anthrax and what have you.
Okay.
And they thoroughly check that place, and there's no place you can go in there that a camera can't see you.
Crazy.
You know, they're quick to defend anything the Bidens do, but they're very fast to say, "Oh yeah, Donald Trump slept with so and so," and now they're
Right.
going to say Don Jr. did it. I'm sick of hearing this garbage.
So we'll see we'll see where this story goes, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this is a story that came out 4 days ago, and I ain't seen nobody talk about it. But this chick is claiming they had a sexual relationship, and the first time they had sex was in the gay club. So we'll see what this story leads to.
Leads to nothing.
Let me see what else. We got anything else? Oh, these last couple of days there has been some changes in the court system. There's been some rulings, and I'm starting to think like, maybe the court system is starting to change a little bit.
They're doing their job.
Well, I ain't gonna say that just yet. I'm gonna say that men might have a small chance in court. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you know these people or not. Some of y'all don't know who it is, but anyway, yesterday a story came out that Faith Evans, she's an R&B singer, her and her husband Stevie J, who's a DJ or music producer, and if you know him or not, there was a Love and Hip Hop back in the day. There was a show called Love and Hip Hop. They're going through divorce, and the courts have ordered her to pay him spousal support.
Whoa.
Yes.
Nice. You go, guy.
The court system, they said again, ladies and gentlemen, the court system has ordered her, the wife, to pay the husband spousal support. Now, mind it, he has money too. He's a producer, he's a DJ. He got money. But the singer, the female R&B singer, has to pay him spousal support.
Nice.
Makes you think, maybe there is some changes going on.
Things that make you go,
Maybe, just maybe. I ain't gonna say they changed yet. But there's hope. There's just a little bit of hope for men. But yeah, I was like, wow, that usually does not happen. So today's show, ladies and gentlemen, is a very interesting one. We want to talk about forgiveness. Do we really forgive or just hold on to things? What do you think about that, brother? Do we actually forgive?
You know, I can say there are times where people do forgive, but I think a lot of, or most of the time, they still harbor feelings about whatever happened. It's always in the back of their mind. They're just waiting for the other person to screw up and do the same thing again. Well, looks like we're having a guest today.
Hey, look, she's taking Nico's back.
You gonna take Nico's spot today? You gonna talk about masculinity? Not today, Papa. Not today.
And ran off they did. They ran off. I ain't getting into that. I'm out of here. Oh, there you go.
No. Go watch your show.
Why?
So yeah, man. So
go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. So forgiveness. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that we don't okay. Personally, for us being human, how do we honestly forgive? How do we? Are we built to forgive? Are we built to know how to forgive? Are we built to forgive? Do we actually take our feelings and just put them to the back? Is it really forgiving? Because honestly, you and I we both know if we get mad at the person again or whatever, we're going to bring it up again.
Oh, of course.
So it's not forgiven because we forgave. It's forgotten, right?
It's never forgotten.
Right. So in actuality, we do not forgive. We just put it to the back. We don't even forget because we bring it back up.
Yeah,
But here's another thing, though. For those that say that you can forgive, have you forgiven yourself?
that's the hardest thing to do. Forgiving yourself is the hardest thing to do. I can forgive somebody else for doing almost anything, but for me, I'm my own worst critic.
Right.
I have to say, there's things that, like when I was a younger father
Mm.
and I drank and did all my drugs and all that stuff, I still can't forgive myself for that. Even though my children, they say they've forgiven me, and
Right.
my youngest one, he gives me lectures all the time. It's like, Dad, I've I've gotten over it. You need to get over it.
Mm.
It's really a hard thing to do.
Right.
I mean, that
Right.
even that is still in the back of your mind all the time. Even if you've changed,
Right.
I can honestly say I've changed. I don't drink anymore. I don't do the drugs. I try
Mm.
to spend as much time with my family as I can. I take more in consideration their feelings, and
Mm.
but still, I think, God, you were such a jerk back then.
Right. 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 So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, before you start to forgive other people, you have to forgive yourself. Because there's no way you can forgive other people until you've forgiven yourself for your problems, for your issues. There's just no way.
True.
There's no way. Like for instance, for me, I want to tell you this. I know for a fact I don't forgive. I don't. I've tried to. I've tried to forgive, but it's impossible. Because like I said, I've forgiven myself for my past. I haven't. There's so many things that I've done, and it keeps coming up. Like, damn, man, I wish I would have did this differently. Man, I wish I
Hmm.
didn't do this. Man, I wish I didn't say this. Man, I wish I didn't. But if I truly forgave myself for my past, I would be able to forgive others.
Yeah.
And I put it like this. I put aside the issues that I have with people. I said, you know what? You did this to me. I'm gonna put it to the side. Let's see what happens later. And then if you do something again, then guess what? I'm gonna bring up the shit you did last month or 2 months ago or last year, and I'm gonna throw it in your face.
Do you think that we just learn to live with it, but like you say, you still hold on to that, hey, I'm waiting for you to do it again
Right,
kind of thought?
right. Now mind it. Now mind it. If if time goes on and you have shown me that you've changed, it's a possibility I might even forget that you did something.
Hmm.
It's a possibility. But people don't operate like that. People will do something and then maybe 2-3 months later do the same shit over again or do something completely different. So then you give me that you have no choice but to bring it up again. Like, dude, I just forgave you 3 months ago, and then you're doing something again.
And see, we expect to be forgiven for whatever we've done to somebody, but we don't necessarily 100% forgive other people.
Mm. Let me ask
And
you.
no, go ahead, go ahead,
Let me
go
ask you
ahead.
a question.
Uh-huh.
Do you think women are more forgiving than men, or are
Oh
men
no,
more forgiving than women?
I don't think women ever forgive. Been married twice. They definitely don't forget. They
Hmm.
definitely don't forget. And the thing is, it's like if we ask God for forgiveness,
Hmm.
you know, the promise in the Bible is that He does forgive us.
Right.
But we're not so quick to forgive as he is.
Mm. Hmm.
And
Yeah.
why are we like that?
Well, you just said it. Well, the only person that's on the earth that can forgive anybody is God.
Right.
We honestly are not built to forgive because we're human beings, but other than that, we're animals as well.
Yeah. I think
So, so
I
I
think we're
don't
so
really think
used
we're built to forgive. We're built to put aside, not deal with. Okay, look, I'm not going to deal with it right now. Let's see what happens later.
we're so used to being disappointed all the time.
Yes, yes, we are. We're set up to be disappointed,
And we
especially
all
now.
and we always expect the worst to happen.
Yes, you always look like, okay, what's next? Just get it
Yeah.
out the way. Just bring it to me now. I'm already disappointed. But you know what's funny? I'm gonna say this, brother. You said that women don't forgive. I'm gonna say men.
Really.
Yeah. Now let me give you an example. If a man cheats, a woman will more than likely say, "All right, you know what? I forgive you. We're gonna try to you're gonna try to go get work on our relationship. Try to we'll figure it out. I'll give you another chance." Men, on the other hand, men just can't take a woman cheating on them. We
Nope.
cannot. We can't. It just we're not built the men are just ready to throw it away after that. Like, oh no, you trash. Men do not like finding out the woman cheated. They
No.
don't. They do not. Especially if they're faithful. Now if he's cheating too, then he be like, all right, well, whatever. Okay, you cheated, I'm cheating too. But if he know he ain't cheated and you cheated, men are not forgiving nothing. They will throw a 20-year relationship away because a woman cheated one time. Like, you done.
Yeah. I will have to say that part is true.
Yes, women do give men a lot more chances than men do. Men will throw you away after the first cheat.
You
I
don't
have
don't
I have I have not met one man, and I've met a lot of them that have said, you know what, I've forgiven my girlfriend, I forgave my wife because you cheated. No, you didn't. You know what you did do? If y'all are still together, what you did, you just went and cheated on her too. Like, okay, you want to cheat? I'm gonna cheat too. So you
it,
didn't forgive, sir. You cheat now too.
it's very difficult for a man to think, oh man, somebody else has been in there.
Yeah, that's like a part of your manhood that was ripped out of you.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a hard time getting over stuff like that. Now we can get over other stuff like you can take our money. You can you can do anything other than cheat. But if you cheat on us, there is no forgiving it. Now let's go back to this. Do children forgive better than adults?
I believe that they do.
Hmm.
I think children will forgive a lot easier.
Huh. And what makes you and what makes you think that?
I think part of it is security,
Hmm.
because like if a parent does something and asks the child to forgive them,
Hmm.
they want that security of their parents.
Hmm.
Um, and when it comes to like their friends,
Right.
they'll forgive them because they like having friends.
Huh.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Huh. Huh.
And then also, children feel guilty about everything. If you think
Hmm.
about it, then they're made to feel guilty about everything.
Hmm.
Um, as much as I hate to bring this up, like when a child has been violated by an adult,
Right. Right.
the adult makes them think it's their fault,
That is true. That is true.
and
Hmm.
they will go on believing it's their fault.
Right. Right. That is very true. Huh.
Heck, even when parents get a divorce, the kids always seem to think it's their fault.
Hmm. Hmm.
So they want to be forgiven. So I think they're quicker to forgive.
Right. Right. Huh. So now I'm trying to wonder like what changes from being so forgiving as a child to being an adult.
It's I guess the way your mind changes. Your mind doesn't stop developing until you're like 25 years old. Your way of thinking
Right.
seems to change a lot more, I think, as you
Huh.
grow older.
Hmm. More life experience.
Yeah, more life experience. Exactly.
Hmm.
I mean, you think about it when you were a kid. Let's say, let's just take for example, your parents dressed you a certain way and gave you a certain haircut.
Hmm.
Well, you were used to that for the longest time. And then
Right.
when you started making your own decisions, which is, you getting close to teenage years, you want to
Right.
be a little more independent. I think independence is probably part of it too.
Hmm.
But as you become more independent, then you're more likely to start changing.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
mean, I'd hang around with the headbangers at one point, and the next thing you know, I'm hanging around with the kickers, and
Right.
or I'm hanging around with the jocks and
Right. Right.
that kind of thing.
Uh
Your identity changes a lot as you grow older.
huh. 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 Now that we got that,
Does that
animals.
make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense, but okay. Animals. Do you think your pets how can I say do you think your pets forgive you? Like say for instance, like your dog used the bathroom somewhere, you beat him with a paper or something. Do you think your
Oh,
dog you think your pets forgive you?
oh
Or do
yeah.
they hold on to grudges of, you hitting them or beating them?
I think pets are quick to forgive too, and that also goes along with security. You're the one who feeds them. You're the
Right.
one who puts, if you let them in the house, you put a roof over their head, or
Hmm.
you've got a home for them no matter
Right.
what,
Huh.
and they look for affection.
Uh.
So I think pets do forgive pretty quickly.
Hmm. I'm gonna say they don't. Let me tell you why, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you why. If you think about it, a lot of pets run away from home. A lot. And some say, "Oh, my pet got stolen." No, your pet didn't get stolen. Your pet ran away from home. They ran away. Ladies and gentlemen, like we was talking about children, your pets are like children. They need affection, they love, and attention. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
like children. Children as well, when you don't give them love and affection and attention, they run away too. Children run away. Your animals run away too. Your animals run away. They don't get kidnapped. They run away. They lose trust in you, and they will never ever forgive you again. You go get your dog, you find your dog again, guess what? Your dog's gonna run away again. Same thing with the children. You go get your kid, oh baby, I'm so sorry. Your child is going to run away again because they lost faith and trust in you.
Maybe it depends on the animal
I don't know, but I
because
I
I've
see I see a lot of people talk about the cat missing, the dog missing. If you was, for instance, okay, would you run away from home if you was treated, with love and kindness and fed and petted and gave and had attention? Would you run away?
no,
There you go. Why
but
would a dog run away from home if you was feeding it, taking care of it, giving it attention? It would stay home.
I've also seen people who, like you say, their animal goes on the carpet. and they whap them with a newspaper and
Right.
or spray them with a water bottle or whatever, and they go running off. And then 5 minutes later, they're over there rubbing on you, wanting to be loved on.
Right, but you don't. I'm not rubbing you. You're a bad dog.
I've seen people treat their animals that way.
Yes.
But the animal still will come back wanting that attention.
Yeah, after a while, yeah, but after a while, the dog is gonna lose that trust in you because he don't know if you're gonna hit him. You don't know if you're gonna stop feeding him. You don't know. You don't know. Just like children. Children like, okay, yeah, I did this. Does my mom and dad still love me? And if mom and dad don't come and say they love you or don't give you a hug or a kiss, they'll be like, oh, my parents don't love you no more. See what I'm saying? So you gotta show your kids, your animals that you still love them, that you forgive them, and that we moved on.
You know, it's funny. I've watched this clip of a psychiatrist talking about like battered women, and they'll stay with the abuser, and the reason is because of security. Now you say, how is that security if this person's beating on another person?
Financial.
They financials one, but secondly, they see them as being if there's a bigger threat that comes in, that this person will take care
Protect
of
them.
protect them. It makes no sense to me
Huh.
that you would be willing to stay with someone who would beat on you. But that's why most women, it's not that they're scared of the person that's beating them. It's that they're scared of somebody else coming in and beating them or killing them or whatever.
Right.
It's hard for us to fathom that, but that is the reality of why women will not leave an abusive spouse.
In a way, it makes sense. I can see that. So, in a messed up way, I can see it. I can see that. Wow. Huh.
Yeah. I mean, I've known females who are even, totally verbally abused.
Right.
And I'm thinking, why don't you just leave this
Why don't
jerk?
you just leave? Right.
I mean, you're not married, but you're sticking with this guy.
Yeah.
And it's because they think that they're going to protect them from a bigger threat.
Wow.
I don't get it.
Yeah, in a way it don't make sense, but in a way it does. It's like, okay,
they reason that in their minds.
Yeah, and I get it. I do. Okay, yeah, he doesn't like something that I do, so he kind of like disciplines me. So if somebody comes around and does something to me or him, he's gonna protect me from that presence as well. So in a way, it's crazy, but I get it. It's bad, but I get it.
Part of them knows that they're going to get beat or abused, whether it's verbally or physically.
Right.
They know it's going to happen again, but for some reason, they also think that this person's going to change.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the only way you want to change is if you go get help. You're not just going to change. If you're an abuser, you're going to be probably an abuser for all your life until you get help.
They're narcissists.
Right.
Then a woman will stay with a narcissist. I'm like, you've got a nice guy over here who wants to be with you, who will never abuse you in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
Who will, give you everything you could possibly want. But they don't want that person. They want the abusive person.
Right. Because sometimes too much kindness can confuse a woman. Like, he can't protect me. That's crazy. Like, okay, I treat you good. I don't put hands on you. But at the same time, a woman thinks like, he's soft.
That's what they think.
Can he protect me?
Yeah, that's what they think. They think you're soft.
And it's like I said, when you told me that, I was like, I kind of get it. But it's crazy though. But I get it. But I get it.
I
So
mean, I've been in relationships like that where I mean,
oh
I would
man,
do anything for a woman,
right,
and they they will leave, and I haven't done anything wrong, nothing wrong,
right, right.
except I gave them too much attention.
Mm,
I gave them
wow.
too much.
Mm. You know what? Funny that we're talking about this. I'm gonna have to say this. When my first marriage, I had lost trust for women. I lost all trust. I didn't trust women. My first wife, she tried to tried to kill me. She had a gun to my head. She tried to stab me.
Mm.
A matter of fact, I think I told the story where one night she picked me up from work and she tried to leave me at the job. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I rode
Hmm.
on the top of the damn car.
Yep.
And mind you, ladies and gentlemen, I should have never did that. I should never jumped on top of the car and but I did. But mind, I was young. I think when I first got married, I think it was like maybe what 19,
I was
19.
19.
Yeah. So I'm leaving home. I'm going to a whole nother state to marry some woman, and then you treat me like dog shit. So it's like so I lost a lot of trust, and it was hard for me to forgive women and to trust women. I didn't trust no women, none. Lost all trust, all respect. Until eventually I said to myself, I can't blame all men for one woman. I can't.
Yep. But we do that.
We treat other people the same way we got treated by one person, which is
Yep.
crazy.
You see that in society nowadays.
Right.
If one white person says something negative to a
Think all of
person
them
of
the same
color,
way.
they think we're all the
The
same,
same, right. Right. And they're not. They're not.
and we're not.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You gotta judge each person accordingly.
Exactly.
Yeah. But here's a
Yeah.
question though, brother. I got a question for you. Is forgiveness taught?
We should teach it, but I think we fail as parents. I think we fail at doing that.
Mm. So yeah, so you think it's our parents' job to teach us forgiveness?
I do.
Mm. Mm.
All your life lessons should start at home.
Hmm. Hmm. Interesting.
We
So
fail as parents. We're not given a manual when a baby is born.
right.
We wing it,
It'd
and
be nice to have
we're
one.
and I think as parents we're more reactive than
Mm.
proactive.
Mm. Hmm.
I mean, how many times um, did you wait until you saw something on the news about a child being abducted before you talk to your children about that kind of stuff?
Mm. Right. Facts. Huh. Huh.
Hmm.
You know what? You go, brother boy, man.
I was gonna say there's so many things that we wait until something happens to somebody else
Mm.
before we start warning our children.
Mm. Hmm.
Now,
You
I'm
know what
not
I was
saying all, but most of us.
All right. You know what I was thinking?
Hmm.
I think when I'm thinking back, when I'm thinking about my grandparents, my grandmother, my grandfather, I want to say the older you get, the more better you actually do develop a sense of forgiveness. The older you get. Like I'm not gonna say I never did nothing bad with my grandmother, my grandfather. But when I did do something, my grandparents showed me that they honestly forgave me for the things I did. Like they never would have my face again. Like if I did something again, they never like said, "Oh, remember last time you did that?" and blah blah blah. Blah. They would never do that. Never. They would just correct me for the mistake I did then, and they wouldn't throw my past mistakes back at my face. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'm guilty of doing that to my children. You
Oh,
just
grandpa.
did that. You
Oh,
just did that. Uh-oh. Hold on.
grandpa.
I gotta do grandpa duty. Be right
All
back.
right, man. Take your time, man. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this. I want to say that my grandparents were better at forgiving than my parents were. Like when I like as a child when I was doing stuff around my parents, they weren't forgiving me. They weren't. Every time I did something, they'd say, "Okay, just don't do it again." Like I'm a little ass whooping, whatever, got disciplined, whatever. But if I did something again, they would bring up like, "Oh, you want to do some more shit again? You remember last time you did that?" Boo, boo, boo. They would bring up my past. They would bring it up, and I would probably get even whoop even more because they remember what I did last time on top of what I just did now. So, but yeah, my grandparents, man, I think the older we get, it's more easier to forgive and forget than it is as being, a child and a young adult. I think the older you get, I think you're more forgiving. I think. I don't know. I just like I said, I'm going with my grandparents. My grandparents never, ever, ever brought up past stuff that I did as a child, and they forgave me. So I don't know. Please let me know what y'all think. What do you all think that we are able to forgive? Do you think we are able to? Is matter of fact, here we go. How do we forgive? How do we forgive? What's the first step of actually forgiving? What's the first step? How do we forgive? What do we have to do to actually forgive somebody? Have you ever asked yourself that? How do I actually forgive? And honestly, I don't know. I don't know how we actually forgive. I don't even know if it's something we can actually really. I don't even know if it's something you can learn. I think it's something that you're gonna have to actually just say to yourself, you know what? I'm just gonna have to just let it all go, and that's it. I don't really know if you actually can actually be taught how to forgive. It's something you got to do for yourself. I think. I don't know. I can't say. I thought about this yesterday. I said to myself, can we actually truly forgive? Can we? And I gotta admit, even stuff from my childhood. I'm like, damn, I don't even think I forgave that shit either. I, I think it's something that you're going to have to actually do physically yourself. I don't think you can be taught it. I think it's something that you're going to have to actually do personally yourself. Like, you know what? I'm actually going to say, I'm going to let it all go. Let it all go. And then move on. And then most of us don't know how to. I'm still, look, I'll be honest with you, brother. I'm in a men's group. And I'm learning how to let go of a lot of stuff. Let go of my childhood. Let go of my teenagehood. Let go of all that stuff. And it's hard.
It's very hard.
It's very hard to let go of your past. Because deep inside, you still thinking about your past. Especially when you think about stuff like, why am I thinking about this? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And then when you're doing something as opposed to, you think back to your past, like, oh man.
Yep.
So it's crazy. When we talk about forgiveness, it's like maybe we really don't. Are we really supposed to? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Are we supposed to forgive? Because if we forgive, that means we forgot, right?
Well, I mean, if you think of it like this, after you've touched a hot stove, not to touch it again.
Yeah, true.
I mean, it's something it's a reaction that you've learned that if this thing is hot, don't touch it.
Right.
So when we get hurt by someone, we don't want to get hurt again.
Right.
So that's why we are not so quick to forgive like we should.
Uh-uh. So maybe we're not supposed to forgive then.
You know, I mean, the Bible says we're supposed to,
Yeah, but if we, like I said, if we do,
but maybe it's just not ingrained in us, in our genetics. You know,
I don't think so. That's how I'm thinking. I'm sitting back. I'm like, so if I do forgive this person, that means I forgot. So if I do that, then I'm gonna get hurt again. If I forgot, if I forgiven all the way, it can happen again, right? More than likely, it will happen again.
I think we expect the worst.
Oh man, this is a deep conversation.
Better conversation than I thought we would have.
All right. Oh man. So yeah, man.
I mean, when it boils down to it, if you believe the Bible, we are supposed to forgive, but
Yeah.
it's not necessarily ingrained in us to do that. It's just like sin. I mean, come on. We know we're not supposed to cuss. We're not supposed to commit adultery, and
Right.
we're not supposed to lie. I mean, you name it. We're not supposed to do it, but we do it.
Right. Right. Huh. Hmm. You know, we supposed to, you know, live a very, you know, a sinful life. We're supposed to, but when we say that, it's like, how are we supposed to live a sinful life when we're born in sin? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They said it said that we were all born into sinners.
Yep. And
So
that we are.
how do we live a life of no sin at all if we're born into sin? It's impossible.
I know God knows that we're going to do these things,
All right.
but He wants us to go against that nature, that part of our being,
Mm. Mm.
and we expect Him to forgive us when we mess up,
Right. Right.
and it's why we should forgive others for messing up, because we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
We all mess up.
Very true. Very true. I don't know.
I mean, I'm perfect now, but you know.
Oh man, yeah. You know what, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? I think, be honest with you, I think if we actually spend more time getting closer to God, we can get a better understanding of what we're going through in life. I honestly do, man. I actually do. And what's one of the things I definitely need to get. I need to get closer to God, man. Most definitely, get closer to Him. I think the more we get closer to the Word and God, we'll be able to understand things a lot more clearer. As far as forgiveness and trust and all that stuff, and I think we can also get over some of our past too. The closer we get to God too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
You know, even if you didn't believe in God, if you would live your life closer to what His Word says,
right.
your life would be so much better.
Facts.
You know, I've made a concerted effort to not lie, even about little things anymore, because I don't have to worry about it if it comes up at a later point. What was my lie?
Right.
You know,
And plus, you grown, man. You don't got a lot no more. You're not gonna get beat. Well, you might. I don't know. She might beat you.
my wife might beat me.
You might like it too.
No comment.
Oh man. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, if I just don't do the things that are going to get me in trouble, I don't have to worry about it, and it's a load off my mind. And don't get me wrong, I am far from perfect. I'm going to make mistakes.
Oh, and none of us are perfect. None of us.
I mean, how hard have I tried not to curse? But every once in a while, the words will come right out of my mouth.
Right.
And I'm like, I just said that I
I
don't want to
wasn't
say
gonna
those.
curse.
Or that evil thought comes into my mind, or a lustful thought comes into my
Right.
mind. I'm like, oh, I got to get that out of my head.
Right. Yeah. I would definitely say, yeah. If we got ourselves closer to whatever, it don't gotta be whoever you worship. If you just got closer to that person, life would be different.
Mm-hmm.
It would be. Things would be easier. Your thinking process would be easier. It'd be more clearer too.
Live your life by the 10 Commandments, and your life is a lot easier.
Facts. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what else to say. I think we've cleared the air on forgiveness and being truthful. I think we cleared the air. I think there's nothing else to be said about it.
I'll just say I cannot forgive you if you don't subscribe to our channels.
That too, that's right. And we can't forgive if you don't subscribe.
If you don't like and share, subscribe, comment.
Something. Do anything. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hey, like I said, man, we appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Hope you learned something. Hopefully you did. Like I said, we're still trying to figure out this forgiveness and the truthfulness. We try to figure it out. But like I said, if you dedicate your life to the word or to whoever you worship, things will get easier. With understanding how to forgive, how to be truthful, how to live a productive life. That's it. Other than that, doing it alone, you who wants to do it alone?
I'll tell you, if your way is not working, you need
You might want to
find a different way.
There you go. You might want to do something else. If your way is not working, what's going to hurt to try something different? I don't know, but I know one thing, ladies and gentlemen. I know that I have to get closer to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I know it. I wake up some days and I'm like, man, what can I do to live a better life and a better life and get there quicker than doing it the legal way. I think these thoughts in my head, ladies and gentlemen. I think them. I'm like, what can I do to get to the next level fast, but not doing it legally without getting caught? They're bad thoughts, but I think them because I'm human. But I know if I got closer to the word, I wouldn't have these thoughts in my head.
Yep.
So, but other than that, ladies and gentlemen, all thing want you to do is live the best life you can. Understand that we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We're going to make mistakes. But at the end of the day, we're going to have to understand this is that the only way to move forward in life is by forgiving.
Yep.
That's the only way. Every day is going to be a new trial and tribulation. Every day. Yep. But the only way that we get through each day is by doing what? Moving forward, forgiving, and that's it. That's it. We can't sit around carrying all kind of baggage every day. We can't do that. We'd be all crazy. We'd be all crazy. We sit around every day carrying around all the baggage from everybody.
Yeah.
We'd be cuckoo. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank y'all so much. I want y'all to enjoy your day. I want y'all to love yourselves, love each other, forgive each other. Don't hold on no grudges. Don't hold on to them. Let them go. And if you got to put them to the side, put them to the side. But don't continue to judge person's actions for what they did 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Let it go. It's done with. It's done with. You continue to throw them same problems in that person. You'll never give people a fair chance. Never. And that same baggage you have with that person, you're going to carry on with the next person.
You have to learn to set your pride aside.
Yes. Your baggage from one person should not be put on another person.
You see what pride is doing to our country right now.
I don't even know if we have any.
It's the wrong kind of pride. That that pride that we have where we're too proud to admit when we're wrong, or maybe our way of thinking is not correct. I mean, look at society right now. You have these people that are, it's my way, it's my way.
Right.
And because of that kind of pride, it's causing harm to not only themselves but to others.
Right. That's
look at these communities that are being destroyed. You want to hold on to a grudge for something that you were never even a part of, and the person you're mad at was never a part of.
Right.
I mean, come on. Slavery has been over for how long now? Like 200 years?
It's and the sad thing is we've all went through it. We all have bad history. All of us.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. We all have bad history, ladies and gentlemen. We all have bad history. Slavery was not just a black thing. It was not.
That's right. It wasn't.
But if you let society tell you that only people that were slaves were black people, which is a lie. No. There were white slaves, there were Jewish slaves, everybody was a slave. Everybody went through slavery at some point in life. But today, no. You are free. None of us got chains on. None of us.
Nope.
We're all free and able to do whatever we want to do. We have the ability to do whatever we want to do. Nobody's stopping nobody.
I mean, I have Irish ancestry. Now, I don't know if any of them were slaves. Possibilities there.
There's a possibility, right?
But I was never a slave. I never owned one.
Nope.
Never wanted to own a slave.
No. Right. I mean, I might want to maid, but I'll pay you. I'm not going to make you do it without getting paid.
That's right.
Exactly. No, ladies and gentlemen, we are free. Everybody's free. Everybody. This country was not. I don't even want to get into that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
I don't even want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. We had this one chick that want to change the national anthem and said we're the country of slave or what?
Yeah, with not the home of the brave, but the home of the slaves, or something like that. Or not the home of the free, but the home of the slaves.
Home of the slaves. I don't see no slave workers in America.
A millionaire up there singing about being a slave. Come on.
I don't see no slaves working in America. I don't see nobody getting slave wages in America. Period.
Why is everybody has forgiven Joe Biden for being prejudiced? That guy he did everything he could to bring down the black community, but all of a sudden that's forgotten. That's forgiven.
All right, and he's supposed to save us. He's supposed to save us from Orange Man.
But yet, someone like Donald Trump, who's helped out the black community in so many ways you can never even imagine.
Yes.
And he's been labeled a racist.
Right. Sad.
That's sad.
Right. Hey. Believe what you want, ladies and gentlemen. Believe what you want. You're free to believe. You're free to believe what you want. You're free to believe what you want. But anyway, other than that, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen. Do me a favor. Please go like, share, and subscribe to the Vibes broadcast. My brother Coyote, great content. He's going to uplift you. He's going to teach you. Got good stuff. Got good interviews. Got good content over there. Go like, share, subscribe to the Vibes broadcast. Also, our brother, my good brother, couldn't make it today. Nico, we're praying for you, brother. I don't know what kind of bug you got. We're praying for you. Nico Laggin, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Masculinity, Nico Laggin. If you got a son, you got a husband, you got a neighbor that needs some masculinity, tell him to go check him out. I watch him every day to learn something new. I do. It's nothing. You cannot be masculine enough. There's no such thing as I don't need that shit. I'm masculine enough. No, there's something you can learn. So go check them out, ladies and gentlemen. Go like and share and subscribe to Nico Laggin, the Nico Laggin Show. Good stuff over there. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the show, supporting the show, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I appreciate you. Love you. We will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Central Time. And ladies and gentlemen, I am done. I ain't got nothing to say. You got some final words, brother?
Yeah, just as we said, forgive. Be slow to anger, but quicker to forgive.
There you go.
That's my best advice to you. And love one another.
That's it.
Be kind. Even if you don't love them, be kind.
There you go. Don't hold on to that baggage, ladies and gentlemen. It'll make you go crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Love y'all, man. We out of here, brother. I love you like a fat boy. Love cake.
Love you too.
And I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. God bless.
I will take the time. I'll see you in the morning. I'll say to you, come on, let's talk, just me and you. Something's going on, there's pain inside. We'll figure it out, we'll take the time. My heart feels light, I know that I'm okay. Then I realize that nothing hasn't changed. The weight of the world was tearing up my life. Now it's making sense that it's all in my mind. I'll see you in the morning, I'll say to you, come on, let's talk, just me and you. Something's going on, there's pain inside.